my kindergarten friends. Today you are going to be painting your abstract portraits, and you are going to be using warm and cool colors to do so. You are going to need one watercolor tray per 2 people. You're going to need 1 water bucket at your table, 1 paper towel per person, and 1 paintbrush per person. Remember, in order to make these work, we need to make sure that they have a little bit of water in them in order to activate the paint. So what you are going to do is, once you have your supplies out, you're going to go ahead and you are going to get started. Now, one thing I don't want you to do, I do not want you to choose a color, and I don't want you to paint over the whole thing. Each section is going to be different. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start, and I'm going to go to blue. And it looks like this blue is running out, but that's okay. I will check them and make sure that there's enough here for everybody before we do this. I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint this blue, and then I might paint this blue. So really controlling the brush is important, learning how to control the brush. Notice where I'm holding the brush. I'm holding it on the metal. My hand is sitting on the table, so I'm going slow. I'm not rushing. When I change color, I need to make sure that I am going to the bottom of my bucket and pretending like I'm painting the bottom of my water bucket. I'm going to check to make sure my brush is clean. I'm not seeing any color there. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to choose a different color. And maybe I decide that I want the next color to be green. And I'm going to pick up some green. And maybe I'm going to paint this part green and this part green. Now, I still have green on my paintbrush. I might decide that since I still have green on my paintbrush, I might decide I'm going to paint something else green in here. So maybe I go in and I decide, you know what? I think I want this space in between here to be green. And I'm going to be very careful painting inside around your crayon. And your crayon, if you pressed hard enough, your crayon, remember, should push that paint away. It should be saying, nope, you don't belong here. And maybe I decide that I want to also paint green right in between this area too. And when I'm done, I'm going to rinse my brush off, paint the bottom of the bucket, check to make sure my paintbrush is clean, and maybe I decide I want to go and work with orange. So I'm going to just pick up quite a bit of orange here, and maybe I decide that these little squares here are going to be orange. Do you see how I am painting individual areas? I'm not painting a whole area. Maybe I decide that inside these swirls are going to be orange. Now, I'm hoping you realize that if I painted purple inside the purple, would that really show up? If you're saying no, it wouldn't show up. You're right, because if I painted purple here inside, then maybe my crayon purple line would kind of disappear. It wouldn't stand out as much as I would like it to. So this is what you are going to do. You're going to paint all of your face first, and then once you have your face painted and everything is done, then you're going to choose a color that maybe you didn't use very much of in here, and maybe you decide that that color might be this background color, and you could paint that the background color. I'm going to suggest you keep it one color. Just choose one color to do for your background. Do not do a whole bunch of other colors. So that is how you are going to be finishing your abstract portraits with your warm and cool watercolors. Have fun, take your time, and I can't wait to see how they come out. Have a great day.